Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Kristi. We are working on the Lapbook project inspired by Patricia at Le Cafe Craft. And we are on part 3, which is the, we've already done the inside cover. This is going to be the first page. I still am picking at this thing, guys. Every time I look at it, I see something else. Anyway, this is going to be page 1. Remember, we marked the top, so we know this is page 1. This is really stiff now that the glue has had a chance to cure. I feel very secure, or very, yeah, I feel like it's going to be secure. So, we are doing this page today, both sides. We have pre-cut to the size of the cover. I pulled out, well, let me back up. My cover measures, and this is all in the previous video, but my cover measures 8 3/4 by 10 3/4. So I have cut a piece that will go here and cover that inside. I'm not attaching anything until the end. That was Patricia's suggestion, and I'm going to follow it. I assume she knows what she's talking about. So this will go like that. This is the envelope we worked on in the last video, and in the first video, of course, we worked on the spine. And so that will stay together. And then I have made 5 pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, one we're going to work on today, and these are measuring at 8.5 by 10.5, and I've set those aside to use later. So this is my almost finished pile, this is my to be used pile, this is today's pile. Okay, so I clean up my mess here a little bit. I made a mess of my mat yesterday or the day before with whenever we did the spine. I've got all this nasty stuff. But hand sanitizer, guys. Hand sanitizer, pour it on there, let it sit for a little while. Not too long because alcohol does dry, but I think sometimes if it has glycerin or whatever, it doesn't dry quite as fast. And then this it comes up pretty well. So here's our page that we're going to be working on today, and I had the measurements right there, 8.5 by 10.5. So I chose this page to mat here, and I've just got a 1/16 of an inch reveal all the way around, and then we're going to be putting some pockets. Now Patricia did her pockets a little bit differently than I'm going to do them. I just cut these because these are very thick, and I didn't really want to fold on them because this craft is really thick. So I think I'm probably going to go maybe 1 inch from the bottom. I'm gonna look at this real quick. I don't want it to be that high, so maybe I'll come maybe 1/2 inch from the bottom and then do them like 3/4 of an inch apart, like so. And then on the back side I have this, and this is just this whole thing is considered a pocket page, I suppose. Like I said, 1/18 of an inch reveal there, and I might need to trim that one down just, no, that's good. I didn't have a flashcard. Patricia uses a flashcard, which I thought was fabulous. I have some. Do I know where they are? No. So I decided, since I'm using this collection, to go ahead and use this piece, and I thought that set off nicely with this background. So this measures 4 by the width of this paper, not the whole page, but just the matting paper. And then we'll punch holes, and that will be it for this video. So let's get started. I don't have any fancy music. My husband was working on some fancy music for me. He sat a couple of days and he said, okay, I got about 10 little things, little ditties, and you just need to pick. And I said, okay, send them to me. He never sent them to me. So I forgot about it, and then I reminded him not too long ago, and he's like, what? What are you talking about? So he'll have to dig those up. But I told him I don't want, it kind of, nothing against anybody who has a long intro, but I love Patricia's intro because it's like 5 seconds or less, and I love that, and that's what I want. I usually do a title screen that's about 7 seconds long, and that's all the music I want. I have watched videos where the music is almost 2 minutes long, and it's like, I don't even wait through it. I skip. I go to another video. I don't have time. The other pet peeve of mine, and this is up close faces. I watch YouTube on my television, and when everybody zooms in on faces, it's like, ew. I don't need to see you. We have a 55-inch screen, and it just feels too impersonal, or too personal, not impersonal. Not that these ladies aren't beautiful ladies, but it's just kind of creepy. I remember when my daughter was little, and there used to be a show called Bear in the Big Blue House, and at the end or at the beginning, the bear would come really close to the screen, and she would run in the other room. And that's kind of how I feel. All right, so I did that side. I'm going to go ahead and do this side while I have this big 3-in-1 bottle out. 3-in-1 has gone up in price. My goodness, I think this bottle was, I want to say it was $11.96 or something. I don't know. And then when I try to buy it at Walmart, they tell me they don't have it, and I go and it's on the bottom shelf. So, of course, that's Fabri-Tac, but it's only $5.96. So I'm going to have to suck it up and go to Walmart. It's not my favorite place, only because it's always so crowded, and I'm not big on crowds. All right, let's get that centered nicely. Okay, where is my roller? Oh, it's right here next to me. I just want to make sure that's making good contact all the way to the edge. And that feels nice and sturdy now. I am going to glue the pockets on, and then I will do the eyelets because I'm not really certain that my eyelets are going to line up where they need to be to secure the pocket. Let's go ahead and do this one first because this will be easy. And and I love the offset punch for the pockets. Patricia said she doesn't like to do it in the middle because it never feels like it's in the middle, and I love that, especially when you have a design there. That's just cool. And I think there's another page in here where they're staggered in the book. That is really cool. So yeah, thanks Patricia for that. Very cool. So how's everyone doing? Today is Saturday. Kind of quiet around here. One of my daughters stayed at a friend's house last night, and she'll be over with her fiance soon. And my other daughter is working. She's writing a book, and she's been working on illustrations. She's also an artist. And my son, pretty much, he's a coder, so he kind of works all night, so he's still sleeping. So it's pretty quiet around here. I'm gonna line that up with the bottom because the sides are lined up. So just for consistency, I probably should have just rounded the top, not the bottom, but that's okay. I don't care. It'll work. It's a beautiful day today. It's supposed to be only like in the upper 90s, so that'll be nice for a break. I'm gonna go ahead and roll that down. Sometimes it starts to slide when you roll it, so keep an eye on it because it hasn't quite set yet. Just be careful when you're rolling, but that'll make sure that pocket's nice and secure. And then I suppose I should draw some lines on here. Where's my ruler? Because you really won't see the line. If I do it with pencil, and if I see it, I can erase it, but I'll just go in the middle like that. And I'm just going to do one at a time, and then I'll measure the next one. So, anyway, where was I? I think I already told you Monday my house is going to be, my kitchen's going to be demolished. So tomorrow I am going to have to spend taking everything out of the cupboards and putting it in the dining room, which is going to be fun. That's going to drive me crazy having all that stuff. But I am going to use this opportunity to purge everything. Okay, I got a little bit of a shadow. Let's see if I can, might be because I have this little lamp on beside me, but it does help. So if I come right to that and slide down right over it, we won't even know it's there. And even on each side, like I said, I think my eyelets are going to come right in the middle, so I'm not sure how secure that would be. So the glue, I know, will help. And I got a little ooze here. And my phone is ringing. I have this guy that keeps calling me, and his name is Spam Risk. Does he ever call you guys? Oh my gosh. 10 times a day sometimes. Okay, so I think I'm going to come up a 1/2 inch from this one. No, let's do 3/4. I think that'll work. Let's see. If I do put that there and then put that there, I think that'll work. Whereas if I do it a 1/2 inch, I might have a little bit more room on the top so things aren't hanging out. Let's see, 1/2 inch there, 1/2 inch there. Yeah, so that's going to give me, I'm going to do a 1/2 inch in between. Well, that'll be consistent with what's on the bottom, so that's okay. Alright, so line it right up to the edge. And there we go. Apply glue. We were making fun. Remember that old commercial? I don't know if they still have it, but it was a headache medicine that applied directly to the forehead. I think it was called Head On. And my kids used to crack up at that commercial every time it came on. And we were doing something the other day and they brought that up, and I was like, oh yeah. Forget some of these stupid commercials. Okay. All right. So what if we do a giveaway? And you tell me in the description. I'm not going to put giveaway on the title of my videos any longer. And the main reason for that is because there are people that just search giveaway, and I'll get 35 new subscribers, and then after the giveaway they all unsubscribe. So you know, I'm not doing that anymore. I want those of you who are actually watching my videos to win the prizes. So I think I am going to give away this butterfly journal right here that we made. This was inspired by Natasha over at Treasure Books, and if you are interested in winning that, tell me your favorite commercial in the comments below. And then when people come along, they'll be like, what the heck are these comments about? And they won't know, and they'll have to watch the video to find out. So tell me your favorite commercial. I will tell you, I get a kick out of the insurance commercials. Not Liberty. That one is annoying. But the ones, the Progressive ones, the Geico ones, those, they're not as funny as they were, but most of the time those make me laugh. But yeah, we haven't had any really good commercials, like even at Super Bowl. I haven't seen any really good commercials in an awful long time. So I'm just curious what your favorite commercials are, or do you just skip them all? If you don't watch TV and you watch YouTube, then you've probably seen the Lumi commercials. Oh my word, those are annoying as well. And it's like every commercial break. So, and if you haven't seen those, well, I'd tell you to look it up, but just do yourself a favor and don't. I mean, they're strange enough to be, it's almost like a shock. What the heck is this? Oh my gosh. But when you're in mixed company, that's kind of weird. Get some of this oozy glue off. There we go. There we go. That looks nice, doesn't it? I like it. I think that looks really pretty. Now, because this is page 1, this is going to line up with the 7 side. And I'm trying to remember how I did this to punch the holes. I'm going to have to check, because I didn't write top and bottom on this, and I want to make sure it's the same. So let's just come along here and see. Okay. Yes. That's slightly off. I think I must have done it this way, because it's not exact. I just folded it to measure. So if I line up that first hole, yeah, they're going to pretty much line up. Okay. So this is the top. So I'm going to come along here and I'm going to center this, and it should measure correctly because this was the length of my page to begin with. So I need something brighter than a pencil because I could not see. Let's see. I have a... Is Sharpie going to bleed though? No, I think it'll be okay. So you know what? I'm going to clip this only so that it doesn't move. And I did have another one. There we go. I love these little clips. I got those at Dollar Tree. So, okay. So now I'm just going to come along here with the Sharpie, making sure this is on the edge here, and dot, dot, dot. And I just ordered some more eyelets, and dot. Hopefully that'll show. All right. And then this side doesn't need eyelets, but there's a board, a French bulletin board thing in here, and it has eyelets on the side. So just to coordinate, I'm going to go ahead and put the holes on this side as well. But I'm going to turn it this way. Doesn't really matter if they line up, but I'm going to do it anyway. This isn't going to be attached on this side to anything, but I may add a charm or something hanging off somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm hoping that doesn't spread too much so that I can when I cut it, it'll take care of that. All right. So there we go. So when you do your spine, save this little piece if you did that, because that's quite helpful. Alright, let's put the lid back on the glue so we don't have issues. And we will start punching. I'm going to need 14 eyelets, so I'm going to go ahead and get those out. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Wow, I was close. Okay. Okay, now let's do it. I'm not going to be able to see in this light. There again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's thick enough that it doesn't want to come out of there. But no banging. Okay, I can see the ones that are on cardstock fine. It's the one that's on the black I can't see very well. Yeah, see, I didn't make these. Hello. I didn't make these go over to the edge far enough, so I'm kind of wishing I had, but that's okay. That's okay. And I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to do that black one first because it's really hard to see. Bring it right there. As soon as I start to squeeze, it goes south on me. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to look with that right on the edge, but it'll work. Once we put the ephemera in it, it's going to be fine. And, oh, that's the other thing I wanted to mention. Some of this, in this collection, this Haberdashery, that's what I'm using for this, is really dark, and I feel like I can use the chip craft paper, craft cardstock for some contrast, but there might be some time when I don't want a dark background, and so I have pulled out some of my Tim Holtz stuff, and okay, so this is going to be the front page. This is the back page. It looks beautiful on the back. So let's go ahead. I am going to put them all in one direction. It doesn't bother me seeing the back of the eyelet. I think Patricia put one in and one way and one in the other way, which is ideal if you don't want to have a front and a back necessarily, but it doesn't bother me either way. So I'm just going to do this because it's faster and get those down. Nice. Okay, see, they look fine. Alright, I wish there had been a little bit more. I've just got that little kind of glitter piece hanging out. I may come along and put some, but the glitter's going to show here, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'll use that other glitter piece somewhere else, and then it won't be an issue. So, like I said, I ordered some more eyelets, and I don't know where I got these gray ones from. They might have come with my crocodile, because it came with some. Normally I use silver metallic, or I use the bronze ones. I like to use the black. Very once in a while I'll use the white, not as often. But I had these gray ones. I think I said putty before, but they're gray. Oops. Man overboard. Okay. Here we go. There we go. All right, that's upside down. So we have our pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. I want to decorate a little bit here. Patricia had burlap on hers, and you know me and burlap, but I have this stuff I got from Dollar Tree. I was thinking I might just take a square of it and put a piece of ephemera. So let's do that. I'm going to pull out my big scissors and cut some squares here. Just 3. This almost looks like hay to me. Looks like hay bales more than burlap, but that's okay. I want to use it. I have it. I have all this stuff, guys, and those are kind of big because I kind of wanted to put them a little bit wonky and then put like a rose or something on them. Let's pull out some of these pieces. That's better. I think I'm going to cut off about 1/2 inch each side. Let's do that. Make it your own. There we go. That's much better. And this is where I'm going to pull out some, oops, forgot to cut this one. This is where I'm going to pull out some of that Tim Holtz ephemera. There we go. I'm not keeping those little pieces because by the time I get around to using this, it's going to be twigs. So I'm not keeping those pieces. And I have a whole batch of white and this off color. So where's my Tim Holtz stuff? Let's find something cool to stick in here. Well, let's just do it this way. I would like something small, like like that. And we could do this. I have another one of those. I have another one of these. I would like something different. And then we could put some kind of okay, so the camera popped off telling me that I am too long-winded. That's okay. While the camera was off, I went through my Tim Holtz, cleaned up my mess here, and picked out some things I want to use. So I am just going to start here, put a little circle of glue on the bottom, kind of do that offset, and then I've got this ticket. I have inked around everything. I wanted to put some bling or something, but I want to keep it flat until everything's put together, and then I'll know more how much room I have. So I may come back and add, you know, lace here or bling here or something, because I feel like this needs a button or something. And let's see, I want this way. It's gonna stick that right there. I love these little tiny little things with the cancellation stickers and stuff on them. This is not centered. This piece is not centered, so I'm just gonna put it there. But then this piece, it says incorporated March 21st, 1912. Okay. So we're going to put that approximately in the middle. And then I'm just going to put this on the bottom. I like to do things in threes. So that's what we're doing. I think that's still centered. There we go. Alright, let's do this one. I found that little 2-cent stamps in there. Do that. Slide it over a tad. And then we'll do the stamps. And the other pocket has so much going on, I'm not going to add anything to it yet. Yeah, I want to put this way, kind of right there, and then this flower will come. I did ink around all the stuff. I don't know if I said that or not. Push that down. I felt like this stuck better for some reason. This lifted. Okay. And yeah, so that's all the decoration I'm going to do on this until afterwards. And like I said, the other side has that rose on it, and it doesn't really need anything. If I was to come back, I would probably, you know, I kind of want this going the other way. Let's do it like that. There we go. If I was to come back on the other side and add anything, it would probably just be, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to add some lace trim on the bottom. I have this piece sitting here. So I want a relatively flat portion of it, however. Sometimes it gets kind of wonky. So yeah, let's just do that. I like that. And this is not a very fat yarn, so it's not going to, you know, add a ton. I'm going to do about 1/4 of an inch of glue. But isn't this pretty? I mean, if you choose a paper collection that you like, I'm going to come right along the edge because I measured this pretty close to the cover and I don't necessarily want it sticking out the bottom of the book. If you pick a paper collection that you love, just flipping through it, you're going to have a beautiful project, no matter what it is. So you can't go wrong. And everything is already coordinated for you. You don't have to worry about mixing and matching. So I love that part. All right, let's trim that piece. What do I do with my scissors? Maybe I haven't used them. All right. I used those big ginormous ones for the you can see how much it's peeking out the bottom. That's not going to make a difference. That's just barely peacoed. Okay, just like that. I think that'll be fine. So here is our page 1 and our page 2 of our first section that is going to go in here like that of our book. I am going to do the string tie. I think I mentioned that already, and instead of the you know, it'll be here. But anyway, I thank you guys for joining me, and we will be back again. This has several parts to it. I've been watching ahead. I've watched these videos numerous times, and there are some things I'm still not quite sure of, but we're gonna wing it. Patricia gives really good instructions, so one step at a time. I think we can do it. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Give it a try. Go visit Patricia's channel. All of the information is in the description box below. And I will see you next time. Bye now.